Hey, this is René. Welcome back to another video on this channel. And today I will be talking about scalping strategies or scalping systems for Forex trading again. So you probably saw my last two videos where I reviewed this Wolf Scalper EA and then programmed a really similar program that trades following a scalping strategy. And my big goal with this video series is pretty much to answer the question if you can make a living with scalping strategies, or if you can generate a consistent income stream with a scalping strategy like this. And therefore, I programmed this strategy. We tested it already, but as you probably know, a strategy testing result in MetaTrader 5 is not the reality. And there can be like big differences, especially if you have a scalping system like this, where it really comes down to some points profit with every single trade. And therefore, I started this program, or I created a new demo account for this. You can see it here. This is a IC Markets demo account, and I used this scalping project expert advisor in the Euro US dollar and the US dollar Japanese yen market since the 3rd of October, I think it is, 2022. And we already saw the first trades, and I want to have a close look together with you on these trades, because right now we only have, I think, a total of 5 trades. So it's all nice and clean, and we can really like go into the in-depth comparison with the live with the testing results. So right now you can see it here. I started this account with 10,000 euro. Right now the balance is 10,031. So we made a small profit here, but we will have to answer the question: is this consistent, or what are the problems when we take a theoretic testing result to the live trading world, pretty much. And this is a demo account, so this is not even a live trading account, but we can still see slippage, etc. here in this demo account. So it can be pretty similar, I think, to the live trading results, but the live trading results could be a little worse also. But we will test this once we finished the demo test. So first of all, let's have a look at the history of trades here. So you can see the two charts up here. We will focus on the US dollar Japanese yen first, because here we already saw 3 trades. And you can see I tested the program somewhere here. So this is, I think, the 3rd of October, 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock. I'm not really sure right now, but when I started the program, this was the first low where we traded the breakout, and this happened here. And what we can see here is, let me zoom in a little bit, but I think it's like just the distance from the open to the close price is just too narrow, so we cannot really see it. But you can see the result here. So we traded 3.55 lots, which is kind of a big lot size, of course, but this is what these scalping strategies are about. You have a really big position, and you want to cut a piece of the price movement out of the market to make a profit. And you can see the entry price was here at 144.491, and the SL was here at 144.489. And then we see the exit price, which is 144.504. And you realize this is a short position, and still the exit price is above the SL and above the entry price. And this is like the biggest threat to any scalping system. This is what we call slippage. So when you place your trade and when you open a position, you have the option to place a stop loss level. You can see it here in the chart, for example. All of these trades, they have a stop loss level. And if you have a trailing stop, you can modify this stop loss level to follow the price action of the market. So this is the price, this SL level is the price, and when this level is hit by the market, the position is immediately closed. But, and this is really important, the stop loss level is not a guaranteed exit level for your position. So it just means once this level is touched, the position will be closed at the best possible price. But if this stop loss level price is not available at this specific moment, you will get a execution that is not as good as your stop loss. And this is what we call slippage. And here you can see like the closing price was above the SL by 15 points here. And this is why, even though we modified the stop loss and the modified stop loss was at this point below the open price, we still made a loss of 32.51 euro. And this trade is really important. We will have a look later on at the test for the same period and then compare these exact trades. So we made a loss here. Then we had 2 more trades in US dollar, Japanese yen, and I said I will focus on this market here. So you can see there was another trade here and there was another trade here. And what we can see here is that the second trade made a profit of €7.44, and the third trade also made a profit of €9.79. So these trades worked out pretty well, and as you can see here, for both of these trades, the trailing stop modified the stop loss, and the exit price was also exactly at this trailing stop level. And still, we will have a look at this column here. This is the commission column. So whenever you trade, you will have trading costs. And these can be either commission or a increased spread. In this case, I use a commission-based account model because I like this more. And you can see we paid for every trade with a commission. And the commission is applied for the position opening and for the position closing. So in total, I pay 19 euros, for example, for this trade here in commission. And also for the next trades here. For example, here we paid 19 euro, here we paid 19 euro. This is based on the lot size that you trade. And for all the people saying that you do not have to pay commission, you can just use a standard account where you have this larger spread. If you do the calculation and compare the commission to the increased spread, you will see it is pretty much completely the same. So either way, you will pay like this amount of, you will have this amount of costs if you use a commission-based account model or a spread-based account model. You cannot erase these commissions. And as you can see here, these commission, they are simply bigger than the profit that we make. So after all, even though we had a profit like coming from the price movement, we still made a loss with these 2 trades because we have the commission here. And I mean, there are several things there are several workarounds. We could increase like the trailing stop trigger distance. So we use the trailing stop only if we move further into the profitable area. These are all things that we can test in the future. But first of all, in this video, I want to focus like on the execution of the trades and like these parameters like the commission. So, okay, so now we can see what has a negative effect on the performance of this program. But the big question that we will have to ask ourselves is not like, do we have commission and everything? But the big question that we have to ask ourselves is, do we also pay this commission in the test? And do we see the same result in the test? Because this is like the complete basis for all of what we do here. So we made this test in the strategy test of the MetaTrader 5. We saw that this test was really good. And this was the base for the demo test that we are doing here. So what we have to do is we have to compare the testing result with the demo result and later on with the live trading result to figure out if our basis for all of that we are doing here, if this is still valid. And if it is not valid, then we would have to question like this whole operation. So what I did next is I went back to the MetaTrader 5 here and did the backtest for the same testing period. And yeah, so what I do here is I test like I added a line into my source code, so this will not allow trades before the time when I started the test in the demo. So we will see the same period tested in the strategy tester that I used in the demo account. So you can see scalping project, US dollar, Japanese yen, 1 hour chart, and the settings are completely the same as in the demo account. So if I start this test now, we will see the test is now running here. And if I increase the speed here a little bit, you can see as soon as we get into this like October period, we will see the first trades. And I can just speed it up and we can see like all the trades. So the good thing is we saw 3 trades here. And you can see it here in the chart. I can make this even a little bit bigger. So you can see we made 3 trades. First trade, second trade, third trade. So what I like to do next is I compare these trades with the demo account results. So now I open my, whoops, there was a connection. The connection was cancelled to my VPS here, so I will wait until it is back. But I will go ahead and compare like these exact trades with the trades on the VPS. So now it is back, and you can see now here on top I have my VPS. And you can see the results here from these trades. So the first trade that we had was US dollar Japanese yen, 3rd of October, 17, 25 and 50 seconds. And as you can see here in the testing environment, I made the exact same trade. And this is what I want to see. So this is a good sign. So we can see this trade was also open 3rd of October, 17 o'clock, 25 minutes, 50 seconds. Exactly the same second. And now I want to go ahead and compare the volume and the open price. So you can see the volume was 3.55, same as with the demo, but the open price, and there's a small difference. You can see that in the testing environment, my open price was 144.493. And the price in the demo account was 144.491. So there's a difference of 2 points already. And you might think, okay, 2 points, that's not a lot. But trust me, if you have like 1,000 trades, this adds up. And this might be a big portion of your profit. So we can see like we already had a little bit of slippage here for the demo account. And this is kind of good because it shows that the demo account gives us slippage. And this is important because this is realistic. You will always have slippage. There is not a single broker, not a single liquidity provider who can guarantee you trading without slippage. It's just not real. So you will have slippage whenever you work with stop entries or stop loss orders. So we had a little bit slippage here for the entry. Then we saw like the stop loss was modified, and we can see here when we closed the position, the stop loss was at 144.489, and this is the stop loss when we closed it in the strategy tester. So the stop loss was at the same level at this moment. This is also good because it shows that the stop loss movement was the same in the demo and in the tester. But now we will have a look at the exit price. And the exit price in the demo was, as we said before, 0.504. And in the strategy tester, it was here at the stop loss level. So you can see it here, it was 0.489. So we got like the exact stop loss level in the strategy tester. And this is a problem now, because you can see it here. we made a profit of 10 euro in the strategy tester, while in a real life scenario or in this demo trading, we generated a loss of 32.51 euro. So there's the difference. And this is what you will have to figure out whenever you develop new strategies, new systems. You will have to make the demo and later the live trading test and compare, like really compare like single trades to see if the testing results may be valid or if it is just like completely unrealistic. So we can see here, we had slippage in the first trade. So of course the trade was worse in the demo account than it was in the tester. And this is kind of what we could expect. And the big question is, how often does this happen? How often do we receive like slippage like this or even bigger slippage? Because this is what can turn a winning system into a losing system. But let's not talk about the first trade only, let's have a look at the next two trades. So the next trade was at 18 o'clock, 50 minutes, 27 seconds. The time is completely the same here in the tester, which is really good. So let's compare the entry price. Entry price completely the same in the strategy tester and in the demo trading, also really good. Stop loss placement, also completely the same. Exit price the same. Everything is completely the same. And this is really good because for the second trade, the demo result was exactly the same as the the testing result. Only the profit was, there's a small difference of 2 cents, but I mean, this is not really much. It's not even like a 0.5% deviation. So this is like exactly the same trade, and this is really, really, really good. Because this means we might be able to trust most of these testing trades. And now let's have a look at the third trade in the US dollar Japanese yen. So we can see the third trade here and here in the testing environment. And if we compare everything, like the position size, okay, I see already there's a small difference. This is, I think, because in the demo trading we also use this Euro-US dollar strategy. And this makes a small difference in the volume. So this is why the lot size is a little bit bigger in the demo trading than was in the tester. Oh no, it's the other way around. But okay, let's not talk about this small difference. Let's talk about the entry prices, the time, and everything else. So you can see that the time for the position opening in the demo account was 22, 1 minute, 8 seconds. It was 22, 1 minute, 7 seconds in the test, but I mean 1 second. This is still completely okay. Let's have a look at the prices. The entry price, completely the same, which is really good. The stop loss was, when the position was closed, was exactly at the same level, really good. And the exit price, exactly the same level. So we can see the first trade in the US dollar Japanese yen, it was worse in the demo account because we had the slippage when we entered the price and when we hit the stop loss level. But the second and the third trade, they were completely the same. And this is what we want to see, right? So this gives me hope that we can probably make profits with this scalping strategy. So the big question that we will have to answer in the next weeks or month is, how often do we get such a big slippage? And if we get this such a big slippage, we would have to take a look at it again and maybe analyze it. Why does it happen? Is it a news event? If it is a news event, we can add a news filter. If it is at a specific time, for example, in the night hours, in this case, we could add a time filter. So you can see there are several solutions that you can use to try to limit your slippage. But after all, you cannot erase the slippage completely because this is just how trading works. I mean, there is a liquidity provider that gives liquidity into the market. And if there is no trading available at the stop loss price that you want, then you will get a execution that is not as good as you planned it. Okay, but let's talk about one more thing, and this is the commission. As we can realize here, the commission is like really big, and it's a big factor. So we paid 19.5 euro in commission for the demo trading, and one thing that I was asked frequently already below the videos where I did testing is if commission is applied in the strategy tester. And yes, it is applied, which is really good. So you can see here in the strategy tester, we pay commission when we open a position and when we close it. So if we add up these two values, we paid roughly 25 euro per round turn for these trades. And now what I realized is the commission is, for whatever reason, it is higher in the in the strategy tester than it is in the demo trading account. So this is kind of weird on one hand, but it is really good for us on the other hand, because if the costs in the strategy tester are higher than they are in the real life scenario, that means that the test we made had a probably worse result than the demo account would have had in the same period. So, I mean, you see where this is going. So everything that makes that is negative in the testing environment is good for the live trading environment. Because if the live trading environment has a small advantage compared to the testing environment, this means that the probability that the live trading results can be achieved is higher. So this is a really good thing, that the strategy tester assumes a higher commission here. And yeah, this is what is really important. And still, the commission, if it is like 19.5 per trade, or if it is 25 per trade, it is still extremely big. And you can see, like, this sums up the commission. It is a huge percentage of the profit that we made here. So whenever you have the chance, you should try to limit the commission you paid, or to limit the spread that you paid pretty much to your broker. And my solution for this is I use a broker where the commission is relatively fair. And also let me show to you real quick. This is also a benefit for you. So I am trading with IC Markets. It is one of the biggest broker and really reliable. I use this for nearly 5 years now in live trading, never had any problems. So this is why I use this broker. And you can see here for these are the products that the broker offers, and there's an overview over the commission and the spread. And you can see, for example, here's the average spread, like in this column for the symbols that we trade. And you can see Euro US dollar, it has an average spread of 0.02 pips, I think. And you can see here for US dollar, Japanese yen, it's also relatively low. This is why I decided to trade these two markets or symbols with a strategy. As you can see, the other symbols, they usually have a higher spread because there's not as much liquidity as for US dollar, Euro US dollar and US dollar Japanese yen. This is why I would recommend to trade markets that have low trading costs. For example, the Euro US dollar and US dollar Japanese yen. Okay, so this is the spread. It's really low. So we will have to talk about the commission. And the commission, you can see it here. So we pay for a US dollar account, we pay 7 US dollar per round turn, and for a Euro account, we pay 5.5 euro per round turn. And this is the cost that we have here in our demo account right now. So if you, let me calculate this real quick. So if you do the calculation, you can say 3.55 because this was the amount of lots that we traded, and you just multiply this with 5.5. So this is the commission that we paid, right? So this is how you can calculate the commission. So this is based on the volume that you trade. And you will have to work with this commission because there's no way around. And you should try to keep it as low as possible. And as I said before, we partnered with IC Markets. So you can see it on our webpage, which is en.bmtrading.de. You can see in the upper right corner, there's recommended broker. And here you will find a link to the broker. And if you use this link to open a account, a demo or live trading account, you are on the one side, you are supporting the channel. So the videos that I make here for free. And on the other hand, if you open a live trading account using our link, it is really important that you use our link, because then it will make the connection between IC Markets and me pretty much. If you use this link to open a live trading account, you can send me a message later on with your live trading account number, and I can then forward it to IC Markets and reduce the commission for you even more, because this is like the deal that we have with IC Markets. So you will then pay, instead of $7 US, you will pay only $5.5 US for a US dollar account. So this is like really important, and it will increase your profitability by a lot, because as you can see here, this is how much is it? 1.5.7. This is 21% commission reduction. So whenever we pay like 19.5 here, we would then only pay like 15. So you save €5 in commission roughly for every single trade if you would trade like this. And this has a huge impact. Never underestimate the trading costs. So this is something that I can offer you and everyone who is using the link on our webpage to open a IC Markets Live account. Okay, but let's get back to our to the trades that we made here. So of course we are not trading US dollar, Japanese yen, but also Euro, US dollar. And there we already had a really profitable trade. So if we look at the account history, you can see this trade here was a trade that was highly profitable, and we made a profit of 121 euro, which was a lot bigger or a lot more than the commission that we paid. Whoops, there's another connection problem. So you can see these are the trades that we have to make to have a profit, a overall profit. So we need a lot of these trades where we take the stop loss and drag it into the profitable section or area. So if we make a lot of trades like this, it can make up for all the commission costs that we paid and pretty much give us a profitable scalping system. But so the main questions that we have here is, how often do we get such a big slippage, and how often do we see big winning trades like this? If the relation between these two parameters, if this is a good relation, so we see more of these profitable trades, then a scalping strategy can work in a live trading scenario. But as I said before, we cannot say this now. We will have to make a test for several weeks or even months to see if this is realistic. And this is what I want to do. So this is running on my VPS right now, just in the background. I will let this run like for some weeks now, and then we will make another comparison and we will get there step by step. And the next step would be to open a small live trading account and do the exact same thing there to see if this can work. So let's go back to my local PC here. Oh yeah, again, yeah, you can use this IC Markets account. I trade with this account several years now, really reliable for me, has a good support, or at least they answer my question. I hope they will also answer your questions. And yeah, so you can see now again, I can do this US dollar, Japanese yen 1 hour test for this for the whole year now. So if I go here to last year, like this, if I compile it, you will see that in this strategy test here, this is giving us a good result also in US dollar, Japanese yen. In the previous video, I only tested Euro, US dollar, but you can see also here, we see that even though we see a lot of trades that do not make profit, like here, this trade, it didn't make profit. This trade, it didn't make any profit. And there are even more trades that didn't make profit. This didn't make profit. This didn't make profit because the commission is still, it's just too high. But still, we see a lot of trades like this or this trade and this trade where the result of the trade is a lot higher than the commission. So these are the trades that on average make this strategy profitable in the testing scenario. And yeah, you will see we make a lot of trades. And as you saw in the comparison with the demo and the live trading, in the demo and the testing results, these trades can be really accurate when it comes to the entry price and the exit price and the position opening time. So you can see this can be really accurate, and we will just prove with our testing if it works. So you can see in US dollar, Japanese yen, this also looks quite good. And yeah, I'm really curious what we will see once we did some testing. So let me know what you think about this. Did you do your own testing already with scalping strategies? And do you like, especially give me a quick feedback, please. If you like videos like this, where I'm not really programming anything, where I'm not really talking about new strategies, but I give you some in-depth, like an insight into like strategy development and how you can test, how you can like have a look or a different perspective on the different parameters that all work together to make a trading strategy either profitable or not profitable. So please give me a feedback on this, because I really don't know what you want to see on this channel. So I'm really curious here. And again, yeah, you can make use of this IC Markets deal that we have with a broker. So if you open a live trading account with IC Markets using our link, then please do not forget to give me a quick message with your account number, so I can forward it to IC Markets and request the reduced commissions for you, because it really makes a difference in the long run. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope we will see that this scalping strategy works in the demo and later in the live trading account. And I hope you want to follow me on this journey. Subscribe, like, and tell your friends about the videos. And in the end, have a great time and good trades. Bye-bye.